It's time for KRGB Channel 5's Masterminds, a program geared towards Valley High School academics. With your host, Tim Smith. Today, International Baccalaureate and Mercedes High School match wits in their quest to become this year's Masterminds champions.
Hello everybody and welcome to Masterminds. Round one competition today, International Baccalaureate and Mercedes IB, the defending champion, but all those students graduated, so they've got a whole new team. So let's get right to it with our quick start questions for today. Hands on your buzzer, students. Here we go. Change the following percent into a fraction. 12.5%. And time is up. It's 1/8. Spell sapphire. That's IB Elizabeth.
S-A-P-P-H-I-R-E.
That's correct. You're on the board. Another math question. 17.4 plus 9.8. IB Ricardo.
It's going to be 27.2.
That's correct. What's the square root of 9x to the 6th power? That's IB Ricardo.
3 times x to the third power.
Yes. Which state lies entirely in the Appalachian Mountains? That's IB Ricardo.
West Virginia.
That's right. What celestial body has a diameter of 864,000 miles? IB Ricardo.
The sun.
Yes. Which scientist do we associate with a bathtub? That's IB Ricardo.
Archimedes.
Correct. Are amino acids the chemical building blocks of fats, proteins, or carbohydrates? IB Ricardo.
Proteins.
That is exactly right. Which former president was Assistant Secretary of the Navy under Wilson and Governor of New York? That's IB Ricardo.
FDR.
That's correct. One of a fireman's main responsibilities is to learn the layout of the blank mains. That's IB Elizabeth.
Water.
That's correct. Water mains it is. And that wraps up our quick start for today.
Masterminds is supported in part by Navy Army Community Credit Union.
IB off to a quick start, 90-0 over Mercedes after our quick start questions. Let's take a moment and meet our judges who are here once again today from the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Megan Burke, Associate Professor of History and Graduate Coordinator in the College of Liberal Arts, and Dr. Noreen Rivera, Assistant Professor in the Department of Literatures and Cultural Studies. Give our judges a big round of applause. All right, it's almost time for Hot Topics. Before we do that, though, let's meet the team from Mercedes. We'll start on this end with Viviana.
My name is Viviana Villalobos. I am currently a junior at Mercedes High School, and apart from doing Masterminds, I am part of the Mercedes dance team.
Terrific. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Mara Garcia. I am the president of the MHS chapter of the National Honor Society. I'm also the vice president of the RGB League Club of Mercedes.
Great. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Veronica Lara. I am currently a senior. In addition to Masterminds, I compete in UIL number sense and computer science.
Fantastic. Welcome to the team from Mercedes participating in today's Masterminds. All right, time for Hot Topics. 3 questions about current events. You're playing by yourselves, Mercedes. Okay, you guys are sitting this one out. Don't need your buzzers. First answer right here is what we'll take from the team, okay? Here we go. Name the 2 teams clashing in Super Bowl 52.
The Eagles and the Packers.
Yes. David and Louise Turpin were arrested in California and charged with torture and child endangerment because of the alleged prolonged neglect of their children. How many children?
13.
That's correct. An assault on the Intercontinental Hotel of what Afghan city claimed at least 18 lives, 14 of them foreigners?
Kabul.
Yes, that's right. 3 out of 3. Good job. Gets you up to 30 points. Good job, Mercedes. Now let's take a moment and meet the team from International Baccalaureate. We'll start here with Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Garza. I'm a senior at IB. It's my 4th year in Masterminds, and aside from this, I'm also in charge of the art club.
Fantastic. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Ricardo Zamora. I'm currently a senior at IB Elmore Academy, and I plan to attend the University of Texas at Austin.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
Hi, my name is Arati Parajuli, and I'm a junior at IB. And apart from Masterminds, I also do UIL debate.
Terrific. Welcome to the team from International Baccalaureate participating today. All right, it's time for your Hot Topics now. Again, 3 questions, current events. You're playing by yourselves. No buzzers. Take the first answer right here, okay? Here we go. Which movie won Outstanding Performance by a Cast at the 2018 Screen Actors Guild Awards? And time is up. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Which two Texas cities are still in the running for the new Amazon headquarters?
Dallas and Austin.
Correct. In one of the latest online crazes, teens are daring each other to eat what colorful items?
Tide Pods.
That's correct. Got 2 out of 3, up to 110 points. So after our first round, it's IB 110, Mercedes 30. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll meet the teacher coordinators. We'll do quick picks, the grab bag round, that and more as Masterminds continues on Channel 5 right after this break. Welcome back to Masterminds. It is round 1 competition today, International Baccalaureate and Mercedes. Let's meet the teacher coordinators from the two schools. We'll start with Mercedes. Myra, you're up.
This is Mr. Lopez. He is our AP chemistry teacher, and he is also the computer science UIL coach.
Fantastic. Welcome. Thanks for being part of the program. We appreciate it. And IB, Ricardo.
This year is Mr. Ojeda. He's a MYP chemistry teacher at IB. He's been leading our Masterminds team for 8 years.
Fantastic. Welcome our teacher coordinators, helping the students get ready so that once we play this game, they are ready to roll. Our teacher coordinator, give them a round of applause, won't you? All right, now it's time to move on to quick pick students. For this, we're going to show you pictures on your TV screens, and with each picture, we'll ask you a question. You need your buzzers on this. We're all playing. You got a TV screen right there on your desk. Here we go. This is where the Canadian Parliament meets. In what city will you find it? IB, Ricardo.
Ottawa.
Correct. This is the home of the Colorado Rockies baseball team. What is the stadium's name? That's IB, Ricardo.
Mile High.
Mile High? No. Mercedes, anybody? All right, Myra, I'm sorry.
Yankee? I'm sorry.
Nope, this is Coors Field. This house in Key West, Florida was home to what famous author? IB, Ricardo.
Ernest Hemingway.
That's correct. This is Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. What's the width of a football field? That's IB, Ricardo.
55 yards.
55 yards. No, it's not correct. Mercedes? Anybody? Myra, 20
Sorry.
yards? No, it's 160 feet, so just a little bit less than 55 yards, right? Okay. This is the entrance to a famous Egyptian pyramid which shares its name with a Las Vegas resort. Name it. IB, Ricardo.
Pyramid of Giza.
No. Mercedes, anyone? And time is up. That's the Luxor. This home in Boston was home to what Revolutionary War hero, also known as a skilled silversmith? That's IB, Ricardo.
Paul Revere.
Correct. The Little Mermaid statue is located in the city where President Obama made a pitch for Chicago to be awarded the 2016 Summer Olympics. In what city is this statue located? That's IB, Elizabeth.
Copenhagen?
Yes, that's correct. This is a proud-looking sea lion. What do you call a baby sea lion? That's IB, Ricardo.
A pup.
Yes. These white cliffs can be seen as you approach what British port? That's IB, Elizabeth.
Dover?
Yes. This is considered the largest pipe organ in a church in the world. It's located at what U.S. military school? That's IB, Ricardo.
West Point.
That is correct, and that wraps up our quick picks for today.
Masterminds is supported in part by Navy Army Community Credit Union.
So after our quick picks, the score is International Baccalaureate 180, Mercedes 30. That means Mercedes, you get to go first in the grab bag round. Dr. Burke has 3 envelopes from which to choose. You can choose any one you like, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
Number 3 they chose, all right. You've got 60 seconds to answer the 10 questions in this envelope, okay? Playing by yourselves, you don't need your buzzers. If you don't know one, say pass. And we'll come back if there's time within the 60 seconds. Your category is continents, all right? Continents, again, you're playing by yourselves. Here we go. Of the 7 continents on Earth, which one is the farthest south?
Antarctica?
Yes. Which of these extends farthest south? South America, Australia, or Africa?
South America?
Yes. Identify the continent with the largest area.
Eurasia?
No. What continent is Martinique considered part of?
Pass.
Pass. What continent was known as the Dark Continent?
Pass.
What 2 continents does the Strait of Gibraltar separate?
Pass.
Russian land is located in what 2 continents?
Asia, Europe?
Yes. What continent has the lowest high points?
North America?
No. Mount Erebus, the world's southernmost active volcano, is located on what continent?
Pass.
The European Space Agency satellite launch, and that's the end of that. All right, how many do we do? 3 correct, puts you up to 45 points. Let's go over the others. The continent with the largest area is Asia. Eurasia would be 2 combined. That would be bigger, but it's 2 continents. The continent that Martinique is considered part of is North America. Africa was known as the Dark Continent. The Strait of Gibraltar separates Europe and Asia. The lowest high points on the continent of Australia, and Mount Erebus is in Antarctica. Okay, so you're up to 45 points. Now IB, there are 2 envelopes remaining, 1 and 2. You can choose any one you'd like.
We'll pick 2.
Number 2 it is. Thank you very much. Same rules, 60 seconds, 10 questions. Your category is science. All right, science. Nothing to go by than that. So here we go, 60 seconds. Pass if you don't know one. What simple machine does a fulcrum support?
A lever.
Yes. What simple machine consists of a flat, slanted surface?
Plane.
No. What is stored energy or energy of position or condition?
Potential energy.
Yes. What word means the colored images of the sun's rays is seen through a prism?
Spectrum.
Yes. What yellow-green gas is often added to water in a swimming pool to kill germs?
Chlorine.
Yes. What genus includes dingoes, jackals, coyotes, wolves, and dogs?
Canis.
Yes. The dinosaur actually belonged to which class of animals?
Reptiles.
Yes. What is the difference between a star and a planet?
A star emits energy.
Yes. What are deciduous teeth?
Teeth that fall out.
Yes. The Sea of Venus, the Fountain of Youth, the Nande Gulf. Where are these places place names found?
Florida.
No. That's all of them. Nothing to go back to. I want to check on number 2, judges, where they said simple machine consists of a flat, slanted surface isn't a plane. Is that acceptable, or does it need to be inclined plane? Inclined plane. Okay, so that one's incorrect. So that was need to be inclined plane, and the last one, the Sea of Venus, Fountain of Youth, Nande Gulf, are all on Mars. Those are where those are. But you got 8 out of 10, right? Puts you up to 220 points. Well done. Now there's one category left that nobody chose. Category numero 1. So we all play on this one, okay? You need your buzzers on this. No one chose head to head. All right? This is use your head to come up with these answers containing the word head. All right? 60 seconds. Need your buzzers. Here we go. To stay afloat financially. Mercedes Myra. No. IB, anybody? Time is up to keep one's head above water. Beyond one's power to understand. IB, already.
Over one's head.
Yes. The man in charge of a private school. IB, Ricardo.
Headmaster.
That's correct. From top to bottom. IB, Ricardo.
Head to heels.
No. Mercedes Meyer.
Head to tail?
Yes. To confer or consult. Time is up. Put your heads together. An illness affecting the nasal passages. That's IB Elizabeth.
Headache.
No. Mercedes, anybody? All right, Myra.
Head cold?
Yes. A board game fitting this category. All right, IB, already.
Scrabble.
No? I like it, but no. Mercedes, who rang it?
Head to head?
No, go to the head of the class. And that's it. There's our bell. That means our time is up for this round. It is IB 240, Mercedes 65. We're going to take a break. We come back. It'll be time for art and music. Each question will be worth 20 points. Don't go away. Welcome back to Masterminds. It is International Baccalaureate and Mercedes right now. IB in the lead, 240 to 65. It's time for art and music. We start with top art. Ask you to take a look at this piece of artwork on your screen coming up and identify the artist or the work for 20 points. The artist or the work. That's IB Elizabeth.
Lautrec.
That is Lautrec. Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, the Tête-à-Tête Supper. We have another for 20 more points. All right, IB Elizabeth.
Matisse.
That is Matisse. Let's go by Henri Matisse. 2 for 2. Well done. Puts you up to 280 points. Now is time to listen to music. And for this, you're going to listen very carefully and identify the composer or the work. This also for 20 points. All right, IB, Ricardo.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky, no. Mercedes, anybody want to try it? I'm sorry, ring in. All right, Veronica.
Mozart.
Mozart, no, this is Verdi. a small part of the Aroldo overture. But we have one more. Listen carefully for this one. Also for 20 points. IB, Ricardo.
Mozart.
Mozart? No, that's not Mozart. All right, Myra.
Bach.
Nope, this was Tchaikovsky. This is a string serenade in C major. If you just say Tchaikovsky every time, eventually you'll be right? That'll work. All right, so our score stands at IB 280, Mercedes 65. We're going to take a break. We come back, it'll be time for the final stretch. We'll see which one of these teams is moving on to the next round of competition. Don't go away. Welcome back to Masterminds. It's round one competition today. International Baccalaureate and Mercedes. Right now, IB in the lead, 280 to 65. It's time for the final stretch. We're going to ask questions until that final bell rings. When that happens, whoever's leading moves on to the next round of competition. Hands on your buzzers, students. Here we go. What is the discriminant of x squared minus 3x plus 15 equals 0? IB, Ricardo.
That's going to be negative 63.
No. Mercedes, anybody want to try? Ring in if you know. And time is up, negative 51. Identify the small, light biscuit-like cakes eaten in Scotland, which poet Robert Burns described as the best of food. That's IB, Elizabeth.
A scone?
Yes. What was the occupation of the short man named Zacchaeus, who climbed a sycamore tree to see Jesus as he passed through Jericho? It's IB, Ricardo.
A carpenter.
No, it wasn't a carpenter. Mercedes, anybody want to try? Ring in if you do. All right, Myra.
Blacksmith.
No, he was a tax collector. Das Rheingold, the Valkyrie, Siegfried, the Götterdämmerung. What are they? That's IB, Elizabeth.
Operas?
Operas? Does that accept that? Yep, all by Richard Wagner. Give me the correct English version of this French proverb. Qu'en un peu. It's my best French, sorry. Mercedes Meyer.
If there is a will, there's a way.
That's exactly right. Identify the capital and largest city of Queensland State. IB, Ricardo.
Brisbane.
Yes. Which geological period saw the end of the dinosaurs? That's Mercedes Meyer.
Jurassic.
No? IB, Ricardo.
Cretaceous.
Yes. In the Chronicles of Narnia, which character creates the world by singing? And time is up. That was Aslan, lion. Define and spell nascent or nascent. Mercedes Meyer.
Nascent.
And define it?
Scent. Pertaining to the nasal cavity.
No. IB. And time is up. Spelling was correct. Nascent, but it means new or having recently come into existence. What event prompted Hirohito to make the first public speech ever made by a Japanese sovereign? That's IB, Ricardo.
Battle of Okinawa.
No. Mercedes, don't want to try it? Again, timing up the dropping of the atomic bomb or the surrender. Who is the hero of James T. Farrell's trilogy? And time is up. Studs Lonigan is who that was. It is said that the Peruvian Indians first chewed it to cure themselves of malaria. Tell me the tree from which it comes or the drug itself. That's IB, Ricardo.
Quinine.
Yes. Math questions, 3 of them. It's one of the Euclid's axioms that one of these can be constructed if a center and any point on it are given. Name this geometric figure. That's IB, Ricardo.
Circle.
Yes. What would be the volume of a cylinder having a radius of 4 inches and a height of 10 inches? IB, Ricardo.
80 pi squared.
No. Mercedes, anybody? And times 160 pi cubic inches. In how many ways can a committee of 3 people be selected from 6 individuals? All right, Mercedes Meyer.
7.
No? That's IB, Ricardo.
5.
That's 20. All right, move on. Which governor declared his state's 5-year drought officially over? And time is up. Jerry Brown of California. That's where you're headed, right? April 6, 2017 marked 100th anniversary of the United States declaring war on what country? And time is up. Germany. If you were bilingual, what American comedian would open up a show in Guadalajara with the remark, "Tengo no respeto"? That's IB Ricardo.
Gabriel Iglesias.
No. Okay, Mercedes Myra.
George Lopez.
No, it's Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. What animal flesh and what type of beverage are strictly forbidden under Islamic law? That's IB Ricardo.
Alcohol and pigs.
Yes. 4 questions about Earth science. Which type of climate causes the fastest chemical weathering? Is it cold and dry, cold and humid, hot and dry, or hot and humid? That's IB Ricardo.
Hot and humid.
Correct. What continent occupied the centralmost portion of Gondwanaland as set forth in the theory of continental drift? That's IB Ricardo.
Africa.
Yes. Mineralogists recognize 32 different classes of crystals, which are grouped into crystal systems based on their geometric shapes. Most mineralogists agree on 6 systems. Some also recognize a 7th. Identify any 2 of them. And time is up. Isometric, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal, trigonal, and some say it's part of hexagonal. These thick plains of mud cover about 40% of the Earth's surface. They usually lie 2 to 6 miles below the surface of the ocean on the ocean floor. What are these large, flat areas called? Okay, that's Mercedes Veronica.
Pete's. Pete.
No? IB, anybody? All right, Elizabeth.
A plateau?
No, it's the abyssal plains. Toward what direction does a compass needle point if the compass is set horizontally on top of a current-bearing wire in which electrons move from east to west? That's IB Ricardo.
South.
Yes. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, which Rudy Valley song was both popular and appropriate at times? That's IB Elizabeth.
Brother, can you spare a dime?
Correct. What 5-letter legal term means deliberate misrepresentation? And time is up. Fraud. What is the volume of a cube whose side is 5.5 inches? And time is up. 166 3/8 cubic inches. In the animal kingdom, we're moving to animal kingdom now. The pronounced proboscis of the manatee, or sea cow, tips off its close generic relationship to a landlocked mammal. Which animal is closely related to the manatee? That's IB Arati.
Elephant?
Yes. The animal life in the tropical rainforest has a unique manner of designation. How do canopy animals differ from those designated as underbrush creatures? That's Mercedes Meyer.
Climb trees.
No, judges won't accept that. No. IB, anything? Anybody? Time's up. They spend their entire lives in trees, never touching the ground. What is the alliterative term used to describe the wild fury aroused among sharks when they smell blood in the water? That's Mercedes Meyer.
Bloodthirsty.
No? IB? That time is up. That's a feeding frenzy. What are the 2 chief factors that distinguish mammals? IB Ricardo.
They carry their unborn children inside of them. They don't like eggs, and they have fur.
No. Myra.
They are warm-blooded, and they have hair.
Well, we got the hair part right. Yes, they have hair, but they produce milk. That's the other thing. The musical term retardando calls for a gradual slowing down. It doesn't matter. Time is up. I'm going to say something right, I know, but that's it. Our final score is International Baccalaureate 400, Mercedes 75. That means IB, you're moving on to the next round of competition. I want to congratulate all the students for a great game today. Had fun having you all here. I want to thank our judges here from UTRGV, Dr. Burke and Dr. Rivera. Thanks for being part of the program. IB, we'll see you in the next round. We'll see you at home next week for another exciting competition of Masterminds.